It's your boy Zeddy Will, and you are now here with All Hip Hop.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw, here at One World Studios, here with none other than a young rising star. We were on TV together recently, and I had to bring him in the studio. Zeddy Will is in the building. What's up?
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
Chilling. I'm having good. How y'all doing? How you doing?
We were on Lisa Evers' Street Soldiers,
Yeah.
and we met each other over the Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good energy, real good energy. So we were talking about 50 years of hip hop and what's next, the 50 next years. So first of all, before we even get into all that, tell people a little bit about yourself and where you are right now.
Oh yeah, so said it, Zeddy Will. So basically, I started from doing TikTok. I was born in Queensbridge, New York. I'm from New York. All of this really started from me being a TikTok influencer. Doing funny videos. My style of videos was comedy, so I was a comedian at the time, still am. And when I got into the rapping joints, it was just like throwing out little freestyles. Like I would throw out freestyles for me and my friend Michael in the car, and they was eating it up. They was like, "Yo, like how is he able to sound like that? How is he able to mix comedy with the rap joint?" So I kept doing it. Then my manager Sean Prez, we were like, "Yo, bro, I think you need to probably take a stab at rapping."
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, and they started to compare me to like Will Smith, and that was a big thing because I grew up loving Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like all that type of vibe. So that's really where it started. And now, we doing the rap stuff, and I just did this big old freestyle on the radar, and it's called Cha Cha, and that's what's going on now.
Yeah, that went out of here. The freestyle, like over millions of views on different platforms.
Yeah, we hit 1 million in a week. We hit 1 million streams in a week, and the fans just eating it up. But it's just all this work I've been doing this whole year, really, because it's really been a year. I've really been working at the music, and it's starting to work right now.
Now, you just threw a few things out there. Let me start with Sean Prez. Now, people that don't know, but people like me that know, know.
If you know, you know. It's that type of situation. If you know who Prez is.
Right. So tell people who Sean Prez is.
So Sean Prez is my manager, but he worked at Bad Boys, a label that is Bad Boys still. No, Bad Boys not there no more. Really?
Not so much.
Yeah, but killing the game with Bad Boys. And Sean Prez really stopped with the music industry. He was doing, he's doing like motivational speaking. He's doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And my uncle brought me to him and was like, "Look, you might want to work with this kid." My uncle was like, "Look, I got my nephew is the one." And at first he's like, I'm out of here. I'm not really doing this. And then he took it upon himself to take me, and I will forever be appreciative for that. That was just God. Like that was just God's timing. I'm big on God. And that's where we are now. Sean Prez is the GOAT, and he's like my what's the Karate Kid? What's them two?
Mr. Miyagi.
That's my Mr. Miyagi. So Sean Prez is my Mr. Miyagi.
Okay. Shout out to Sean Prez, man. Yeah, we go back a ways. Global Spin Awards and all. All those things. All the things. He even did some interviews with DJ Vlad. I was like, "Yo, why are you over there with Vlad?" I remember that. Sean Prez, yeah. No, I'm playing. But no, that's cool though. That's dope. You got a certified dude helping you out.
For sure.
So you also mentioned Will Smith, which I think is interesting because for me, that was really what first came to mind when I saw the visuals associated with the music and what you were doing. So, where are you heading? Are you is it going to be music, or are you going to add, Will was only really rapping for a short period.
Right. He dropped a couple, Parents Ain't Nothing But Trouble. Like, he dropped all that little stuff. And
Wait a minute, Girls of the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble? No,
Girls of the World Ain't Nothing But Trouble.
Right.
I was dancing like this and all that. But, like, I feel like I have no limits. Like, I want to end up acting. That's my main thing. I want to end up being an actor. So if it happened tomorrow or happened 4 years from now, I'm not mad. But the music and the comedy is just the startup, the build up. Like, I feel like it's just endless. I can do as many things as I want to do. And I'm just doing it all right now. So the music is, if that's the thing that God wants me to be putting out to the world and throwing my comedy out through that and showing I got good lyrics and all that type of stuff, then that's what it is for now.
Okay.
I got no problem with that.
I heard some of the songs and I was like, wow, he really does rap about like a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Like he rapped about farting. And
it's me. Like I really talk about everything that's going on in my life and I just keep it fun. And, there are sometimes some songs I have made where it's like the sad part of my life, but I'm always going to make it high spirit, positive, and just dish it out like that, really.
Yeah. You mentioned Queensbridge.
Yeah.
So growing up, or at least, coming of age for me, Queensbridge was, the blocks you might not make it through, mob deep, what you gonna do? And my whole crew is blazing at you.
Right. Nas.
And so I didn't really go there until much, 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 much later. Right. And so let me ask you, what's Queensbridge? What was it like for you growing up?
Me growing up, my mom so I was always in the sports. So I really wasn't in the violent part of it, like being in the gangs and all that type of stuff. Whatever was going on, I wasn't a part of that. But it was cool, like regular being in the playground, being with my friends. I got a bunch of friends that I met when I was younger, and I still know them now. And every time I go back to my hood, they always support. We always talk about the music I got, but growing up, it was cool. My mother kept me out of it, or just the sports. I did swimming, I ran track, I played lacrosse, I played basketball, I played soccer. Like that was her way, And my mom was she was a dance teacher.
Okay.
And for this big community center in Queensbridge, so everybody knew my mom. So it was like, you see his mom, you gonna see him. So it's just all connecting. But I was a good boy. Good boy. It was a good boy in a wild place, really.
Right.
Yeah.
From a hip hop point of view, did you know the legacy of Queensbridge?
No, I didn't. Growing up, I didn't know nothing. I'm just finding out about this really this year. Like I didn't know nothing. I didn't know about MC Shan. I didn't know about Mobb Deep. I just know the songs.
Yeah.
But I ain't know Nas made them songs. He from where I'm from? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's up. So I ain't know.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, because you already now. Yeah. But that's one of the places where Queens in general, I should say, just Queens in general, was really like one of the places that helped put hip hop on the map. Yeah. And I always salute Queens.
Shout out to Queensbridge. Third.
Yeah.
Shout out to the bridge.
So back to you. So, you got the cha-cha. You do a bit of a mixing of old and new. Like, talk about the philosophy and the thinking behind that.
Yeah, so I think like this past year or two, I just been listening to a lot of like old school music. And I think this year really with like the 50th anniversary, that type of vibe and how big of a deal that was, I really, since I'm doing music, I want to make sure I know everything about it while I'm getting into it. So, like I said on the interview, I didn't know who Rakim was. Like Rakim was a big name. I went to the BET Awards and ATL and Rakim had this big old thing. I'm like, if I'm doing music, why don't I know how important he was to hip hop? So, I listen to a lot of old school music and I love our music that we got now. And I just mix it up and, that's why in the comments they like, yo, he got this old school flow, but it sound new school at the same time. So that's really my style, really.
Let me not load this question. What do you think or hear when you listen to the old school stuff?
I think it's the best music. Like that's old school music is the best music. I still feel. I don't think nothing's gonna beat it. But I'm not one of those people. I'm only 22 years old, so I'm not gonna say, yeah, this hip hop sucks now. It's just not. It's just different times. And it's just a new era. And I feel like people using a lot more auto tune and or people not saying no words, just mumble rap, but people like it. So it's fun, and I like that type of music too. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I hate it. I only love old school music. So that's my take on it.
It sounds like you made fun of that at one point in one of the.
Oh yeah. Mumble rap, I made a little joke. I got mad songs where I talk about mumble rap, but I got a lot of friends that mumble rap, and I love their music still. It's just, it feel good. I feel like as long as your music makes somebody feel good, then I think you winning. Yeah. That's how I feel, So
is Soulja Boy old school now?
Soulja Boy old school, yeah. Yeah. He was, all of that, we not doing that no more. We not doing that, but he's still a legend though. Like Soulja Boy, what? Kiss Me Through the Phone, he just starts everything. He was the big thing on trend, so. Yeah, he a little old to me though. Right. Old to me, yeah.
That's so funny. Now, who did you grow up looking up to? Who did you like? Who were you like sitting? I don't know if you sitting in front of TV.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, mine are two people. I would say, well, two people on the entertainment side, and then music is just a different thing. On my music side, Eminem. Okay. I was a big Eminem fan all my life. I didn't know till this year. Like everything happened this year. I don't know why. My mother was telling me when I was younger, I used to listen to a bunch of Eminem when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And she had to tell me, stop, you can't listen to too much of him. Like, he's saying wild things, but now I understand he be wilding. Yeah. But as a kid, I just loved it. He was just so fun. And then on the entertainment side, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Those are my two, my goats of just entertainment in general. Because they just are fun. They appeal to the people. I feel like they just understand comedy and acting and all of that. So those who I looked up to for real.
Okay. Now, New York is kind of interesting right now. It's like very, I don't know, it's like all over the place. You got drill, you got what you're doing, you got Ice Spice, you got, Cardi and all the legacy artists too. What do you feel like? Okay, so you do a very happy version of rap. Like, very upbeat, positive, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But you smile a lot and stuff like that. Do you ever feel like someone might challenge you or try to, come at you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's like they're gonna think, oh, he's just doing this to be different. That's really how it'd be like, oh yeah, he's trying to be so different. But what helps that is like if you just go look at the catalog and stuff I've been doing from my first song. You just said I was talking about farting. Like this is me. I can't not be anybody else besides myself. So I do think they will try it. But I ain't gonna lie. In songs, I don't think that dissing stuff is happening anymore. Unless drill. In drill music, they doing all of that.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
But the type of music I'm doing, I don't think that's nothing to worry about for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a couple drill type records, right? Like
I think one. I think it's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. A song I got called Blah Blah. It's kind of like drill Detroit-ish. It mixes it up, but yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Detroit because I was gonna say I feel like there's some influence there. Am I wrong?
Nah, I listen to
or what am I hearing when I hear you?
I just like their beats, like the Detroit type beats and all that style. Like a lot of producers out in has sent me beats. They have been from like Flint, Detroit, and all that other stuff. But I just like their beats, that bang, that boom, that 808, like that stuff is what I like. Yeah. You feel me? So that's where that comes from. But I haven't really listened to a lot of Detroit music like that. But I when I do hear it, like the Babytrons and all them, right, Rio the Young OG and Icewear Vezo, like they nice. Yeah. But I'm not really into it like that.
Do you like anybody from New York?
Oh yeah, my favorite New York artist is Busy Banks. I've always said this, like Busy Banks, drill artist from Brooklyn. I love Busy Banks music. And I listen to all these drill rappers. I listen to the music. Yeah. I can't relate to it. Right. I'm not here shooing people, but it sounds good and it make me want to dance and all that, and that's what it's about for me. Okay. I be having fun.
Speaking of dancing, you do a lot of that. Yeah. It's kind of funny sometimes. Yeah. I'll be cracking up. I don't know what the question is, but what makes you bring that into your brand?
Like my mother was a dance teacher. I think that's really what it was. And she always had me in shows with her dancing. So I just took that along and I'm just dancing all silly and goofy. That's when I just dance on TikTok, it's getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands. So the people love it. So if I love it and they love it, why not keep doing it? Right. That's how I think about it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as I told you, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, you're not. You told me on the interview, you said you're not doing none of the get sturdy. Right. I know you probably tried it though. You got to try it to know you don't want to do it.
What's the thing where you kick your leg back or something? That's an old joint.
Oh, the shoot? This joint? Yeah, that's the black boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I be doing that at home, but not in public.
You like the two-step, the regular little, just a little bump. That's why the cha-cha joint, you probably going, it's the same beat. You just little hop to a little,
Right.
So that's the dancing.
Rest in peace, DJ Casper. He's the creator of that, and he passed away this year.
Yeah, R.I.P. That song is crazy. Like,
so did you clear the publishing on that?
We about to right now. We gonna get through all of that. We gonna get that real soon. But I feel like now that he's passed, we have to go through his entity or something like that. So we'll get that done.
So what about an album? Are you thinking about an album? Because I mean, right now we're in a Spotify, Apple Music, streaming era. Right. Albums are not as important.
People dropping singles. It's just everybody want to wait to drop the biggest single. Now I want to take time with my first album. I want my first album to be one of those like a College Dropout or Get Rich or Die Trying, a Slim Shady LP. Like I want a classic one, and it's gonna take time. I want to give a body of work that means a lot to me and a lot to the fans. So I'm not really focusing on that right now. I have a lot of songs that I made. I'm making songs. I got a studio in my crib, so I'm recording everything right now. But that's what I want for my first album. Yeah. So that's my goal. So that's what I'm working on for now.
Do you have any particular, team in mind? I mean, when you talk about those albums you just mentioned, I mean
those is big. Yeah, those are big dogs. Those is heavyweights. Illmatic, all that. Oh my God.
Big time. team. You know what I mean? So do you have any, producers or artists that you're interested in working with?
Not right now. Right now, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know. There's a bunch of people I'm meeting as as I'm going up right now. Everything is hot right now. A bunch of people I'm meeting, a bunch of producers. Everybody want to send a beat. Yo, send beats. I got you with beats. So you just feeling the vibe out. I will have some people on there though, for sure. I want to make it a classic. I want to make it a good one. So I'll definitely.
So who do you work with now?
Right now, one of my main producers is what's his name? How
you not gonna remember your main producer?
Daceful.
Okay.
His name is Daceful. He's from Europe.
Oh,
he's from Europe. That makes sense. That's why it's like he out of there. But Daceful is someone I work with a lot. His name is another person named Mosaics. And then a lot of my other songs, if you go look, they're just instrumentals from songs that have been out already. So I don't really know those producers, but that's right now. That's what it is. And then my team, who I'm working on with music, is I got my friend Michael. His name is Play GT. And that's Damon. I got a friend named Damon who I'm doing music with, but I want some singers. Like I'm looking for girl singers that can hop on a song and kill a hook. Like I'm looking for that type of vibe. So
good. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
I don't want to hear the auto-tune. Like,
I want to it'll be sometimes I'm singing on a hook, but I want to make it good. Like you know what I'm saying. So if I could ever work with a Nicki Minaj or something to sing or to rap on my hook or something crazy, I'll take it. I'm not mad at it. So.
How are the ladies treating you now? Like, I mean, is it what they say up?
Now I'm up right now, so they love me. I ain't gonna lie, the girls love me. It's just I've been speaking to a lot of different women, from out of the country. I never talked to girls from out the country. Like, whoa, so you from London? I never been to London. What are you talking about? But the girls, in the city and from these states and stuff, it's been cool. Yeah, they love my energy. I can say that. They love my energy.
I'm gonna just say, don't get Jonathan Majored up here.
Who was that? That sounds scary.
Majors.
Who that?
Jonathan Majors.
What he do? What's his effect? That's a Jonathan the Major effect. I don't want the Jonathan. Who that? What he do?
He's the guy that played Kang the Conqueror in Marvel Comics.
Oh, he just got booked up. Yeah. No. You haven't got to worry about that. Okay. I'm gonna be good. Oh yeah, you don't got to worry about that. I'll be fine.
Good, thank you, because we don't need that.
I'll be good.
Because you seem like a rising star. Like we looked at him like, oh yeah, he's the next Denzel. He's the next, He's a crazy actor. Yeah. He's a crazy actor. Crazy. He's good. Yeah. It's sad that happened though. And Marvel dropped him and all that type of stuff. I was reading about that, but no, you don't gotta worry about that with me. All right, good.
I'm good.
All right. I'm keep my eye out. You mentioned talking, about the TV appearance. Was that your first TV, news thing?
That was my first news on TV thing. That's why it was a big deal.
So you sat down with your fam. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So my grandma, it was me, my grandma, my grandfather, my sister, my brother. We was all sitting down in the living room. Now they know I don't watch the news. I don't that's not a thing I do. I don't care to watch the news. I want to be on YouTube watching the series and stuff. But we were in the living room. I said, yo, put on Fox 5 because I had the schedule or whatever, and it just popped up. Yeah. It was me, you, and Lisa, and Drewski. And they was like, huh? I'm like, yeah, you feel me? Because they always said, I just want to see you on TV. Right. That's what my mom says all the time. I just want to see you on TV. I don't care what you're doing. As long as it's nothing crazy, I want to see you. So when that happened, she was excited. My family was hyped. And that meant a lot to me. So
you got to do stuff like that for the peeps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent my mom a picture of me and TD Jakes. He's a preacher.
Yeah, and I know that probably meant in the lives like, preacher, like TD Jakes. Yeah, my son with TD Jakes. That probably meant a lot to her. I already knowing, like, that felt good.
Yeah, she's like, is there anybody you don't know? I was like,
you start feeling like the man walking around the crib. You start walking around there like, I know everybody. They want me to get a picture with him. Tell him I said hi. But it felt good. Like, my mom, everybody knows Lisa Evers, especially my grandparents. They old, so they know. They've been watching the news for a minute. So it just felt good. And my next thing, I want to be on TV, probably a sitcom. I want my own sitcom, or probably be my own TV show, whatever the case may be. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Right, that's what I'm looking forward to. It's gonna happen for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what show you might want to have. What kind of show could you do?
All right. So if I had to pick my own, it would be a kind of like a Martin. If that's my own. But to be a part of, it don't matter. I would be happy to be on Power.
You can have your own show though. I see you had your own show.
I believe I could.
Yeah, I think you could.
I believe I could. I want to be like a Power. That's a good show to be on.
Well, what you gonna be on that show? A shooter? Or I'm
gonna be the one that just come in and just like Like it's just a different scenery.
That's
like
a starting point for you then.
Yeah. Cause Power is kind of wild. Tariq and them be wilding.
Yeah. What other shows do you like?
I don't really watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
I won't lie. I'm a big like YouTube, Netflix type of person. Like I don't really. I don't even think I have a cable box in my room.
Really?
I won't lie. Yeah, I'm YouTube and Netflix. That's all you're gonna catch me on. Yeah.
What's the secret to engagement on YouTube, TikTok? What's your secret? Is it just as simple as dancing and being goofy?
No. Like people might think of it. That's why you got a lot of people like, man, that's easy. I could do it. Then do it. Like it's not hard. Like, it's not easy. So I think my biggest thing was just like being consistent. I know everybody say, you drop every day, because there's people dropping every day and they still ain't going nowhere. Yeah. It's the stuff you putting out. Like you have to give them the same thing that when you see something, if I post a video and they get 1,000 views compared to other videos I'm posting, I got 200. I'm going to stick with whatever that 1,000 was. They like that. So I'm going to keep putting that out. Right. So that's what was my main thing. That was just, what was it? A comedy skit I just did. Me being a New Yorker. I went to the deli or something like that and I ordered a chopped cheese. Everybody loved it. Because people that from New York, they don't know what that feel like. So they living that through me. Right. So I just kept throwing stuff like that out and it worked. So being consistent really and just being yourself. Yeah.
Now what about the other side? The girl side, you got this record, Freak You.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it's just, to me, it's hilarious. But then it's like, you're literally talking about a girl freaking you meeting a dad or the uncle or whatever that was.
Yeah, the grandpa, the music video and all that, yeah.
And I'm just like, how does, this is supposed to be sexy, but you're making it funny.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. So you want to know how that really came about?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I heard the beat, in the studio, I didn't know who Jodeci was at the time. My A&R jurors was like, "Yo, this Jodeci, this joint hot."
Right.
What are you what are you talking about? He played the original song. I'm like, oh, I heard this before, but I didn't know who Jodeci was. And then he like, nah, you gotta do this on this song. You can still be goofy, but you gotta do this for the ladies. The ladies gonna like this. I'm like, you gotta make adjustments. You can't just be talking about farting and all that on every song. So that's how that came about. I went in the studio, we did it, and then we had that since, if I'm not mistaken, we had that since last year. Made that song last year, and we just, I'm learning. You don't know what song gonna go. Right. I didn't like that song personally. I didn't like it. It just didn't feel like me. I'm like talking about girls. That's not really what I do a lot. And then we dropped it, and then I'm like, okay, I can understand. I can see where the correlation. Like I can still make it funny. That's why the music video had to be how it had to be. It had to be comedic and be me.
Who was the dude in the front of he had makeup on it.
The grandpa. That was Mad Cool. That's the one who actually shot the video. Well, he didn't shoot it, but he's the director behind it all. That's Mad Cool. Yeah, Mad's dope. He gonna be with me in a lot of videos. We just made a whole nother music video. We about to make the Cha-Cha video, and that's gonna be crazy.
Okay. I guess there's gonna be a dance and is it gonna be new or a sing?
It's gonna be different.
Okay.
It's like Cha-Cha Slide, the old DJ Casper video. Everybody was just dancing. Watch what we do. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch. Just watch what we do. We're gonna turn it up.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your creative process. And I preface this with the fact that I notice most rappers no longer write lyrics. They just kind of go in there and just whatever's first. Yeah.
I'm writing. Like my pen game, like that's one thing Prez always taught me, like, dude, you gotta write. Cause a lot of times you can go in the studio and just freestyle and you might make a hit. A lot of hits have been made, people just freestyle in the studio. But when you want it to mean something, and you want it to come from the heart, you gotta write that. So that's Cha-Cha. I wrote that. That was just me and my friend. We was in my room in my little studio, and I wrote a little bit, and he helped me engineer it, and my friend Michael, and it just that it came about like that. Yeah. And then Freak You, I wrote that in my room, put it in the studio, it went out. So that's how I write. I gotta write. Are
you able to stay focused? I mean, with social media, with TikTok, I mean, all these notifications, the phone, everything. How do you stay focused is really the question.
I stay home.
Yeah.
I don't go outside.
Really?
I don't want nothing happening to me. You feel me? I like to stay as regular as possible. So like I like going to clubs. I like going to parties. I like going to the store. I don't feel the need to be you know, a lot of people on my team get at me a lot because I like going to the store without security. I don't like doing all that extra stuff, but I just stay in the house. Yeah. That's the best thing to do. Stay in the house, make music, record videos, and just chill. Yeah. That's really what it is for me. That's my plan.
Have your friends treated you differently? Have they started to act funny?
Nah, not friends, but people that I went to high school with, for sure. I went to prep school all the way out in Virginia for 4 years. So a lot of those people are hitting me up that never spoke to me, never gave me the time of the day. That type of stuff. But other than that, I don't got a lot of friends. I like to keep it, you know, family, and I got a couple people I be with all the time. But all my friends out in college, they playing sports, they doing their thing, getting their majors. Yeah. So I don't gotta worry about none of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me.
What about Howard? Did you graduate?
Yeah. No, I did a year at Howard.
You did 1 year?
I did a year at Howard. And I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the best year of my life.
Yeah.
Up to this point. Right. Howard is fun. Like HBCU culture is crazy. Yeah. It was just girls, school. I was on the track team. So I got to walk the practice with my little track bag. They like, ooh, like, and it made it even better that I was Zeddy Will at the school. So they was like, oh, you know, they rocking with Zeddy Will. But it was fun. I needed to be there. Because that's my audience. You know, I got a lot of the college kids, the high school kids, the elementary kids, whatever the case may be. So making music for them, and they're going to relate to me the most because it's like, oh, yeah, one, he went here, not just Howard. I went to college, period. And then he's just a young kid that just like having fun. Yeah. So that was my Howard experience. I love Howard. Oh, boy, I love Howard. Go Bison's, facts.
So, so this is a question we ask almost everybody comes up here. I don't know if you're ready for this one. But it's not that bad. But I'm curious to know who your top 5 dead or alive is.
Oh, bet. Ready?
Yeah.
Biggie.
Okay.
Eminem. Nas.
Okay.
MF Doom.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go MC Lyte. I'm gonna throw a girl in there.
MC Lyte. Why?
That's my mom's favorite artist.
That's your mom. Okay.
And I'm not being biased because mommy, yeah. But I actually listen to MC Lyte and she be spitting. Yeah. And she got to be thrown in some type of top 5. Now, if I had to do girls, can I do an all girls one?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, look. So I take MC Lyte out for the boys one and I throw in Jay-Z. Okay. Throwing Jay-Z, of course. Girls, I'm going Lauryn Hill. Oh, well, she a singer.
Yeah, no.
All right, Lauryn Hill.
You can throw her.
Lauryn Hill, MC Lyte, Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, and Missy Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my 5.
What about top 5 young artists? Younger or
Drake?
Okay.
Kanye.
Okay.
Let me see.
Oh, it's harder.
Yeah, it's hard now. Drake, Kanye. I go. Damn. I feel like I like Gunna.
Okay.
Gunna.
Okay. We don't care about snitching around here.
Yeah, not Gunna. I go Meek Mill.
Okay.
And who's my last one? Who's my last one? I feel like
this is hard.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
I say T Grizzly.
T Grizzly. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
T Grizzly, crazy with story time. He give me like a newer Slick Rick. Yeah. I like T Grizzly a lot.
I think he should turn them into like movies or something.
Yes,
like maybe BT or Tubi or whatever. Turn them drinks into movies.
His production is crazy. Yeah, that's my 5.
Okay.
Newer was kind of hard. You see how locked in I've been to the old school joint. It was off the fly, but newer. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So legacy wise, you know, I don't know. You're just basically starting. But you already seem to have an idea of legacy, right? What do you? Where does that come? Where does that come from? Like, you know, most people, I ain't gonna lie, at 21, 22, don't really know where they're going, and they're absolutely only thinking about what's going on right now.
Yeah, right now, like the money and the fame and stuff. Where I get that from? I mean, it's my mom, Sean Perez, and God. Like those, I'm always led in the right direction. I'm blessed. Like you don't get people like that in your life. And I got Chanel, who's on my PR team. Like that's another person too. Like
shout out to Chanel.
Yeah, shout out to Chanel. Like they always got me on time with stuff, and they it's just the vision. They understand me.
Yeah.
A lot of people are not understood. And people don't, a lot of my age don't care to be understood. They just want to do their own thing, you know? So that's really what it is. I just want to keep my head forward, do the work. That's really all it is. You do the work and you reap the benefits later. Yeah. That's really what it is. That's what I'm doing now.
Do you feel prepared for the bright lights of fame?
I feel like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I am. Yeah, because it's been, you know, I haven't seen a lot of it yet. But like I said, the people I got around me and just being confident in myself, I feel like I'll be fine.
Would you join the Illuminati?
No, I'm cool. I'm cool off all that. I'm cool off all that. I'm good. We're going to stay right here and keep it pushing.
Are you ready for people to start saying your name all wrong, like adding an S at the end?
Yeah, Zeddy, Zeddy. I can't wait to go out the country. They start saying Zeddy. Right. But yeah, I ain't going to care about that. My real name is Zedekiah Williams. I ain't never scared to throw my name out there. I love my name. Okay. Biblical name. But Zeddy Will. They going to know the name. They going to know it. It's going to be big. I promise. I won't lie. Chuck heard it first.
Yeah. Hey, and on that note, man, thank you.
Yeah, no
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wish you well, definitely.